back to my channel. So today we're going to be painting over this piece. And I know you must be thinking you're crazy, but I've had it hanging in my living room for a while and I want to make something new. And I saw Rinske Douna do something, and that's flowers. And I decided to make my own brush because this was actually like that long and really soft and fluffy. And what I just did is I took off the handle and I cut the bristles off. So I just squished them together like so between two pieces of wood, and then I ran my knife over it to make it nice and short. So hopefully this is going to work, but for now we need to start by adding a base, and I think I want to do a black and petrol base. And I'm just going to slap it on and hopefully it's gonna work. I have no plan. And I did put up kind of a splash guard around because I have the idea this is going to be quite messy. Let me get the sides. Probably should have put on some gloves. And the second mistake I made is to not have a second brush ready. So let me quickly clean my brush. So let's see what we can make. And I think I want to start with a little bit of this purple. Let's just pour it in here. And let's just see. I think we need a little bit more paint. I want it to look like it's like kind of petals. The splash guard keeps falling down. Hold on. Technical difficulties. Let's use some of this blue. So right now you're hearing a voiceover because I forgot to put on my mic. Here I'm trying to get the blue to go down on the canvas, but in the meantime my base has become quite dry and I'm using not enough paint. I will be trying to fix that later on, but as you can see, it's just not flowing as nicely. I'm going back in with a little bit more of that purple and putting a little bit more in my brush, but clearly still not enough. So what I saw Rinske do is work from a center and then go outward, making it look like the petals are growing from that part. But I'm clearly not used to that movement yet. So let's see if turning the canvas to the other side will help. So now my movement will have to go up, and I'm clearly struggling to do so. I was attempting to create a different shape in the leaf by moving the brush from one side to the other, but somehow my brain and my hand weren't working together today. Let's see if holding the brush in a different way will help. Not really, it just makes it more awkward. If you look at the bottom of this leaf, you can see the effect I was going for, and I noticed, so I tried to do it again, and it's kind of flipping the brush from one edge over to the other. That's making that effect, but it's still really hard, and as you can see, I'm about to give up. But instead of giving up, I decided to just flip the painting back to the angle I was working at previously because it just felt a little bit more natural for me. While I was working on this piece, I started to notice that I started too low with the petals. I thought about fixing this while I was painting, but I ended up not doing it and doing it later. But I did want to change my color, so I had to clean my brush. So let's go for a lighter color. This is an unbleached titanium. Okay, so I'm liking the depth, but I do want to add something darker because I've got a feeling it needs a little bit more contrast. And I think I want to try and go here. So I think we have enough of a base to go and try and add some white. So let me clean my brush again. So I've got some white and just gonna try and put it on here and we'll just see how this goes. That was a little bit anticlimactic. The white I'm using is a lot more liquidy than the other colors and you can see straight away it gives a very different effect. Because it's so thin, it flows a lot easier. And you also can see why I put up a splash guard. But I really think this technique is a lot more suitable for bigger projects. I also recommend not sitting down but standing and having a lot more room to work in. Don't think I want to have too much paint on here, but also want it to be a little bit more contrasty. I don't know if I want to do a lot more. I tend to overdo these things, but I want something going here. I think that's nice. I don't like this being so thick, but I do really like the composition like this. And I think I can get a nice dark background, but I do want some splashes on here. So maybe just do this. A little bit more like so. Working on pieces like this, it's very hard to stop painting. I think if I do more, it's going to make it less. So I'm going to take off a little bit of this paint and darken up the background, let it dry, and I'll show you the final result. So here it is, the final result, all nice and dry, and it looks absolutely amazing on my wall. I ended up adding a little bit more of a dark background, and I think it brings out the other colors so much better. I would really love to know how you think this piece needs to be hung, because I'm not sure if it needs to go the way I have it. So let me know down below in the comments how you would put it on your wall. And if you like this video, please leave a like, it really helps the channel. But for now, thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye everyone!